One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
And that, everybody, was Vampyr. I gotta be honest, this game was absolutely incredible to play through. I just loved it to bits. It's one of the best RPGs I have played in a very long time. Just the narrative, all the twists and turns, the characters, and just how my decisions actually made a difference. They were great, but the actual characters were the best part. Just how you could meet someone on the street, say hi, they seemed like an asshole, but then if you kept digging a little deeper, found out a bit more about them, maybe met some of their friends, then you could learn how they weren't quite as bad as you thought. And were actually just a decent person trying to do right by their friends and family in difficult situations. The way all the characters were woven together was so impressive, and I appreciated the characters and storytelling in this game most of all. And I know I've heard a lot of people say that the combat is actually terrible and they don't enjoy the combat. I don't agree with that assessment. I love the combat in this game. I think it's great. Of course, what I would say is that combat is bad in the early game. When you're, like, below level 10, it's a little bit tricky to manage the combat. That's one thing I would say. Combat gets easier as you get higher level, and gets more enjoyable as a result. You kind of have to put up with some less than ideal combat mechanics in the early game, but it gets a lot better after that. At the same time, this really is just a narrative-focused game. This is, to quote Gopher, a dialogue simulator. And I love it for that. As I have expressed multiple times on this channel, I am an RPG fanatic, and I will remain such. I love role-playing games. I love being able to take a character, even if they're a predefined one, and just take them through an experience story. It's amazing. And the fact that... And I just think they did the whole who do you drain mechanic in this game excellently, because you could try and play it by just leveling up through combat and all of that. You could try and do that, but it wasn't easy, and there was always this little niggling voice in the back of your head going, it would be just a little bit easier if I were to just have a little snack on this guy. But then it sort of starts cascading. You start thinking, if I snack on these couple other people, then I could have an even easier time of it. If I snack on these people, it can have even easier. And pretty soon you want to go on a feeding rampage, but you have to watch yourself, because if you're not careful, you'll completely wipe out the population of the game. And the hostile districts, I never got to experience one, but from what I heard, they can be an absolute nightmare to deal with. But I just love how they do the balance between district health, experience, and curing diseases. It's great. Well, the exploration is really well done. I just loved it. This is one of those games that I will always adore to bits. And it's probably one of those that I'm going to come back to at some point, because I think this has at least 2 more playthroughs in it for the channel, because at some point I would like to do a no-kill run where I literally don't drain a single civilian. At the same time, I would also like to do a kill everyone run where I not only unlock and do all of the side quests, but I kill literally every civilian. It'd be interesting because I'd have to balance things pretty carefully, but that's something I want to do at some point. But I really thoroughly enjoyed this playthrough, although I'm perfectly well aware that there's a lot of things in this game I did not do. A lot of things. I don't think I even did a fraction of the side quests available in this game. There's so many of them I didn't finish. Just for some reason or another, I couldn't get them done, or I didn't unlock them. And I'm looking forward to coming back at some point to play those again. But next for this channel, what's next? Well, I won't be starting any new LPs. We'll be going back to 3 series a week, because right now I'll have going on Baldur's Gate, Stellaris with Alpha Mod, and Metro 2033 Redux. And I'm going to go back to doing those series on a 3-a-week rotation, rather than the 5-a-week thing that I have going on while I've been doing nothing but Vampyr and Stellaris. But I just want to say again, this game was absolutely the best. I loved it. It was just amazing, and if you haven't played this yourself, I would thoroughly recommend picking up Vampyr and giving it a shot yourself, because it is absolutely worth it. And this game has put on my radar another vampire game which I've owned for a long time but just haven't played yet, that I want to play sometime, and will probably be my next new LP once I get a slot open. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So you can look forward to that. In any case, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming. Thank you so much for watching my Vampyr playthrough. I can't say enough just how much I appreciate this. Just you watching this, subscribing, liking, all of it. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and thank you for turning up for this series, even if you only watched a single video in it. And I will see you again, or whatever video of mine you decide to watch next. So now, I will be quiet and let the credits roll. So long, and I'll see you for whatever you watch next, everyone. Take care.